Hello everyone. Next topic is equivalence of NFA and DFA. So equivalence means just conversion or else checking whether both are equal or not. But actually equal. See whatever for any language, if you are able to construct both NFA and DFA means obviously the output will be same. Why? Because the input is same. For the same language, you're going to construct NFA as well as DFA, but here it is our comfort. But most in real world, most of the missions will support only DFA. Why? Because if it is a mission and if it has two destination, obviously it will confuse. Like which one I should take, right? Why? Because it's not a human being to decide on its own. So obviously, and most of the real world application will go with DFA only, but NFA construction is only for our sake. Like finally, whatever you draw, NFA or DFA or NFA with epsilon, finally we need to go with the DFA only. So some like using some tools, you're going to convert internally, finally into the DFA only. But for any language constructing NFA is easier. Obviously, that's why we came with NFA, which will take less number of states, and it has first like if we don't need that input, we can simply remove that, right? But in DFA it's not possible, so that is the problem here. So even if you're not using that input, at least you should pass that input to some dead state in DFA, whereas in NFA it's not needed, right? So that is the simplicity of NFA, but finally you need a DFA for that. So coming to like number of states required for NFA and DFA. So obviously NFA is smaller than DFA, so which will take less number of states when we compare with the DFA. So if it is a DFA, see if you see here in the worst case, the smallest DFA can have 2 power n states. 2 power n states. For example, like whereas NFA has n states. So for a given problem, for the given same language, if I can draw a NFA using 2 states, if I want to draw the same DFA for the same language, I need 4 states. That means 2 power 2. So that will 4 states, more number of states it will take in DFA. Why? Because it should satisfy all the inputs. It should have a destination for all the inputs. But in NFA, it is not mandatory. Whatever the things you need, only for that input you're going to draw the diagram, right? So now while converting an NFA into a DFA, the important thing is construction of subset construction. That is the important point here. So if we know the subset construction, we can able to convert an NFA into DFA. So we'll see how to construct that subsets. So this is the process for constructing subsets. So consider NFA, so which is a pi tuple notation. So this we need to convert it into a DFA, which is again a pi tuple notation. The only thing is delta, that is transition function will be changed here. So such that L of t is equal to L of n. So even after conversion, so the converted diagram should also accept the same language. So you should draw like that. The language should not same. So the language accepted by NFA as well as the language accepted by DFA should be same. So this is the process here. The input alphabet of the two automata are same, and the start state of D, the set containing only the start state of N only. Same process. See, input alphabet, there is no change in the input alphabet. And the start state also, there is no change. In NFA, if you're starting the process from Q naught, in DFA also you should start the process from Q naught only. In NFA, if the input set is A comma B, in DFA also you should use the same set, A comma B only. And the other states, how to construct the other state, for that purpose only we are using subset construction here. See, QD is the set of subsets of Qn, that is QD is the power set of Qn. So that is the only thing here. So instead of going all these steps, what we need here, what are the states you are using? For that you need to construct the power set. So already we have discussed about the power set in the NFA, right? So if we have any 2 states or 3 states combination, all the possible combinations are called as power set. So if you see one example, this process will be clear. Okay. See, this is the example for power set construction or subset construction. So this is the diagram here. This is NFA, obviously. Why? Because see, on Q naught on 0, it is going to Q naught, as well as Q1 also. We have multiple destinations, so that's why it is NFA. And Q naught on 1 goes to Q naught, only one destination. For Q1, we have only one path on 1, on 0, nothing. Fine. For Q2 also, on 0, on 1, nothing. It is not going anywhere. So now coming to subset construction, we need to include pi also, null set also. So that is the thing here. The first one is pi. Pi on 0 goes to pi always. Pi on 1 goes to always pi only. Next, we need to take all the combinations here. So what are the states we have? Q0, Q1, Q2. So as Q0 is the initial state, I'm keeping it as initial state, like with an arrow mark. And Q2 is the destination. That means final state. I'm keeping a star mark here. Instead of that, you can keep circle also. Now, Q0 on 0 goes to two states here. One is Q0 and the other one is Q1. Whereas Q0 on 1 goes to Q0 itself. We have only one. But see, we don't know whether we have one destination or multiple destination. That's why I'm just taking it as set here. Each and every value, I'm taking it as a set only. And coming to Q1, Q1 on 0 goes to Q1 on 0 goes to nothing. There is no set, there is no state. So I'm keeping it as 5. Q1 on 1 goes to Q2. But for Q2, there is no outgoing path. On 0, it is not going anywhere. On 1 also, it is not going anywhere. That's why I'm keeping 5. So this is the virginal diagram. So as per the diagram, you're drawing this. You're writing these things. But coming to subset construction, we need to write more number of states here. Now combination. So what are the combinations we have? So if you're confusing with that combination, we have a simple process here. So here, whatever the new terms you are getting, see, this is pi, right? So pi is already over and Q0 already over. Q2 already over. Now, what is the new thing we have? Q0 and Q1. So for this Q0, Q1, now I'm going to write this new set, right? So Q0, Q1, we have two states here, but we have single input here. So that's why you need to take the union. So Q0 on 0, union, Q1 on 0. So what is Q0 on 0? Q0 on 0 is Q0, Q1, union, Q1 on 0. So Q1 on 0, it is not going anywhere. So Q0, Q1, union pi, which will give you again Q0, Q1 only. Same thing, Q0, Q1 on 1. Again, we need to take union here. Q0 on 1 goes to Q0. Q1 on 1 goes to Q2. So union of these two will become Q0, Q2. So like this, whatever the new terms you are getting. So now in this Q0, Q1, this is already over, and what is the new term you're getting? Q0, Q2. So that you need to construct again here. So like this, you need to write the table again and again with the new terms you are getting till all the new terms completed. And coming to final state, so anyhow we know only one initial state will be there, so that will be the initial state of NFA. But coming to final state, as Q2 is the final state here, I'm taking as it is final state here. But coming to remaining all the sets, wherever you get Q2, all these combinations will become the final states. That is the important point here. Wherever you get Q2, why Q2? Why? Because Q2 is the final state in NFA. In the latest DFA, wherever you get Q2, that combination also will become a final state. So for this table, if we can draw the diagram, that will be the answer for this problem. So this is another problem. So where he has given the NFA. So this NFA is set of strings where second last symbol in W is 1. Second last symbol. So that means here this is last symbol. It may be 0 or 1. But second last symbol, it must be 1 only. And before this, you can write any number of zeros or any number of ones here. So this is the NFA, given NFA. So further, we need to construct DFA. So what is the process here I need to follow? I have not written the process here. First, you need to draw the truth table, transition table for this. So what are the states we have? Q0, Q1, Q2. So Q0 is the initial state as it is, and Q2 is final state. So what are the inputs we have? We have 0 input and we have 1 input, right? So now Q0 on 0 goes to Q0, Q0 on 1 goes to Q0, Q1. So this is a set here. So everything is a set here. You need to maintain a set like this. And Q1. Q1 on 0 goes to Q2. And Q1 on 1 also goes to Q2 only. Next to Q2, it is not going anywhere. So it is fine. So now we need to check for the new combination. Q0 is over, Q2 is over. Now the new combination is Q0 and Q1. Q0 and Q1. Now we need to take the union. So Q0, Q1 union, Q0, Q2. And again here it is union, Q0, Q1, Q2. So like this, the process will be repeated until you get all the things. So for that table, you're going to draw the diagram, and that diagram is this DFA. So if you can solve this, if you can complete this table, that table will be converted into a diagram which is nothing but DFA. If you check here, on a single input, it will go to exactly one destination, and each state will cover all the possible inputs. Why? Because it is DFA, deterministic. And this is one more example. Um, right. So where he has given some what we call transitions as statements. So for these transition, I have converted it into tabular format. See, Q0 on 0 goes to Q0 Q1. Q0 on 0 goes to Q0 Q1. Q0 on 1 goes to Q1. And Q1 on 0 goes to pi, and Q1 on 1 goes to Q0 Q1. So this is the NFA table. So for this, we need to construct DFA table. So as it is, these two statements will occur as it is, but whereas in DFA, we don't have any pi. Pi means it is nothing, there is no destination, but you should have at least one destination for each input in DFA. So wherever you get pi in NFA, that you need to consider as D, dead state in DFA. So that is mandatory. So first two lines are common. So Q0, Q1 as it is we are writing, but instead of pi, what we are taking here, D. D is nothing but the dead state. Now check for the new terms. So what are the new terms? We have Q0, Q1. This is the new term. So take this Q0, Q1. This is the new term. So in this new term, Q0, Q1. So union of Q0, Q1. And here again I got Q0, Q1 only. So there is no new thing here. So all the things have covered. And now Q0 is the initial state, which is similar to NFA. But in NFA, what is the final state we have? Q1. And how to decide the final state in DFA? So wherever you get Q1, in which combination, whatever the combination you get Q1, that will become the final state. See, here we have Q1, here also we have Q1. So now we have two final states here. So Q0 is initial state. This is the initial state. Q0 is initial state, and Q0, Q1, and Q1. Two are the final state, and whereas you need to take the dead state also in this one. So this is very simple, just drawing the transition table for the given NFA, and wherever you get the new terms, for those new terms also you need to continue the transition table until you cover all the new things. Then draw the table, draw the diagram for that new transition table, which will give you the corresponding DFA. So here you have some practice problems. If you want, you can note this and you can practice them. So this is about equivalence of NFA and DFA. Thank you.